Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to the small account challenge on the Day Trade with Tony channel. Of course, I am Tony and this is my small account challenge, and what I'm doing is day trading, in case you hadn't figured that out already. If you're regular to the channel, you know what we're doing is day trading the US stock market. So only stocks and shares. We're not day trading crypto or Forex or any other instrument, just equities. So stocks and shares, and today we've traded two stocks and shares, or two stocks, and we've been profitable on both of them. Two good profitable shares that we've traded today, and we've managed to get over goal. So what was goal today? So I started this small account challenge on the 17th of January. So a few weeks ago now, and we started with just under $2,500 in the brokerage equity position. So 2,476 was the exact figure, well, plus change. And the idea was to grow it 5% daily. So have incremental growth of 5% daily. Now that's better than any hedge fund will give you in terms of guarantees for capital growth. But I'm not a hedge fund. I'm doing this with my own money. I'm doing this with my own account. So the idea is to, without being overly aggressive or ridiculously impulsive, by trading to a distinct and strict strategy, managing risk accordingly, to grow the account by 5%, and show how I'm doing it, what stocks I'm taking, the reasons why I take the trade, and even showing recordings of the tradings as I'm taking them, if they weren't shown on my live stream, which I go live every single day, and I trade live on YouTube, on Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and a few others besides, every single day. So make sure you do follow me so that you can join me for the live stream. But today we've not just got over goal in terms of the 5% target that we were looking for in terms of incremental growth. We're actually considerably over goal. So we started today with $10,787 in the equity position. So that's how much we've grown it since January the 17th. And we've had another good green day today of $815. So that equates to a little over 7.5% growth. So it's kind of 1.5 times goal, which is, by anyone's stretch of imagination, is a good green day. So what have we done? We've traded two stocks. We've traded Atlas Lithium Corps a little bit later in the day, but pre-market, and we managed to get $550 on that. But pre-market, we traded CMMB Therapeutics, and that was a lower price stock, and we managed to get $265 on that one as well. So all in all, across both stocks, $815. So let's take a look at how that was done. Okay. So just after 8 o'clock, so we get the algorithmic scrimmage or a lot of the market makers clearing the books from the dark pools and the off-market orders from the day before, and that's what these algorithmic spikes are here at 8 o'clock. That happens every day on most stocks anyway. So what we did see is this was gapping up already. It had good news, and it started to make it's another move up here. Then it got into a bit choppy as we entered a period of consolidation here. But then it started to make a breakout, and we got in on this candle here. We were able to ride it up, take some profits, and then when it broke a new low here, we exited. It went back up and looked to make a new high here. That's where we got there. We got in there, and then we rolled that all the way up and took profits here. And then when it started to break lows, we exited the position. It did make a new high, but it didn't sustain, and it pulled all the way back down, all the way to the VWAP. And it was kind of disappointing that it didn't go on to make new highs later in the day, but we'd already made some money on it, so I was happy enough with that. So that's what we traded with CMMB. So then we traded just after 2 p.m. We traded Atlas Lithium Corporation. So Atlas Lithium Corps was, it had a period where it went mental. So I traded this on both the main account and on the the small account. So this is the small account. This is where I got in here. So you can see it was starting to move up. It's well above the VWAP. It's already made a big move. You can see it's been gaining pretty much all day, and we started to make its move up here. And on this move here, we had this pullback, and I was able to get in here. Now the spreads were quite rangy, but I managed to take a position here, rolled that up, and then as it pulled back here, I exited the position for a nice profit. I actually added to the position at the bottom of this candle as it moved up, and as it pulled back here, that's when I exited. Did continue trading this, but I traded it on the main account, and we rolled this up, and I traded some of the price action after. I'll show the trades. I'll show the trades. I'll tack them on the back of this recap recorded. I'll edit them if they're a bit too long, but you'll be able to see what actually happened in real time, almost real time, but it's recorded as recorded in real time. So I'll tack those on the back, and you can check those out. So how does that look on the challenge as it stands right now? As I say, we're averaging just over 10% growth per day. So 10.2% growth per day is the average each day that we trade. Now a couple of no trade days, which will throw that out and skew that number a little bit, but I'm not counting those. Just based on the days that we're trading, we're averaging a gain of 10% per day. So in February, now if we go back to January in total, we had a great start in January. In fact, every trade we took was a profitable trade. 3 trades on our first day, then 2 trades, then just small, very selective on the trade selection. Then we came into February. We continued with the green streak up until the 6th. Didn't trade the following day. In fact, had 2 no trade days that week, even though we did have a good green day on the Wednesday. We had another red day last week, and then the last 2 days, so Thursday, Friday, very choppy days. In fact, on the main account, they were losing days. So overall, it was a losing day for me on Thursday and Friday. So I'm glad I didn't trade the small account. It was just very difficult to find quality setups, and this is the whole point with the small account, is if there's no setups to trade, you don't trade. A no trade day is it's a break-even day, so you're not losing money. The whole point of doing this small account challenge is to show you that the priority is not to go for the big wins and swinging for the fences. The priority is to protect the equity and grow the equity day after day, and you'll see how quickly, as that grows, the 5% growth target becomes bigger, and of course that adds onto the compounding effect, and the margin and the leverage that we get allows us to take bigger positions, etc., etc. So as we get towards the end of this month, we'll be in a very good position to take good sizing on the small account, in the same way we are with the main account as well. So we had, as I say, a good green day, 815 today. So let's have a look at where that puts us overall on the challenge. You can see straight away, just under $12,000 now. So based on the fact that $2,500 was our starting position in the middle of January, we're now approaching $12,000 in profit. That doesn't take into account the $2,500 we started with. So that's on top of the $2,500. Now, of course, we've got to take into fact that we pay commissions and fees and charges on top of that as well. So our starting position today was $10,787. We've just made another $800 on top of that, so less commissions and charges. We're probably looking just under $11,500 is going to be our starting position tomorrow. So the small account is going really well. We're growing it nicely. It's about patience. It's about not being greedy. It's about just being selective with the trades. You can see here that in terms of the trade selection, what's really important here is that 4 out of 5 trades that I take are profitable for me. So 34 trades out of a total of 42 trades are profitable for me. Look at the equity curve, and you can see we've had a couple of really good days, a couple of drawdowns, but another good steady day today. So if we can continue to grow 5% or more, the growth is getting bigger. If you think what I'm looking for tomorrow is just under $600, so $575 will be the goal for tomorrow. So $600 a day across the average of a 5-day week gives you $3,000 a week. Let's say there's 4 weeks in a month on average. Obviously, there's more than that, but that then gives you $12,000 a month as gross profit. So you're talking a good 6-figure salary. Of course, you've still got to pay tax, and you know the taxman always wants his pound of flesh. But it's a good 6-figure salary just by getting the average, which is what we're doing right now. Average of $625 a day. Now, tomorrow the goal is $575. We're averaging more than that already across the whole challenge, but we're looking for 5% growth or better, and the key there is the better. So tomorrow we've got there's a couple of big things happening. We're looking for some key catalysts on the market, macroeconomic catalysts as well. We look for volatility. Volatility is really key. We look for follow the crowds in terms of where most people are trading. So we're now getting to a point where we've got a nice sized account that we can be a bit more aggressive. We can look to try and trade this account in a similar fashion we would with the main account. Of course, if I'm trading this account and I'm trading the main account, it means I'm splitting my time. I can't trade them both simultaneously. So if I wanted to be more aggressive, I would concentrate on one account over the other. Now, I will be adding the proceeds from this account to my overall total for the year, because obviously it's day trading profit, and I've set myself goals across the year. So that does count towards my overall goal, but it's about growing this specific account in a steady, meaningful 5% or greater per day. Now, that's an average. There are going to be days where I don't manage that. There's going to be days where I actually lose money. Losing money, red days are inevitable, and we've had a couple already on this challenge. But it's about averaging that 5% growth. And as I say, so far we're averaging a little over 10%. So we're overperforming against the objective to start off with. So we've got another 5 more trading days after today, 3 this week, 2 next week, within the month of February. So let's see where we are at the end of February, and then we'll continue in March and towards Easter, and see how quickly we can grow this account from $2,500 up to $30,000, being very, very risk averse. So tomorrow we start an hour before the market opens, so that's 8:30 market time, 8:30 East Coast on New York. We'll be trading for the last hour of the pre-market session. I'm permitted to trade for the last 2 hours of the pre-market session from 7:30, but I'll start live streaming from 8:30, and I'll then be streaming my trading live for the first 90 minutes of the regular session. So from 8:30 till 11 a.m. market time, I will be streaming my trading live. So come join me, get involved on the chat. I welcome all the company, and hopefully I'll see you there, and we'll do it all over again, and hopefully be another good green day. In the meantime, enjoy your evening.